So here we are, all-time highs. So we were overbought yesterday. We're overbought today. One thing you can say is when the trend starts to get a little bit steeper in something this liquid, you usually get a reset. Or that's a move to 232 or a real pullback. Kind of the breakout area remains to be seen. But one of the things we want to do is be careful. I'm looking to catch the top. And all I've really been doing is, selling some calls, selling some calls, selling some calls. And I sold about 30% of my calls that expire next month in the SPYs. I'll look to sell another 30%, probably by the end of this week. And we'll see what happens over the next few weeks if we can keep on going higher. But this is a nice size. For a very low volatility market, we've moved up quite a bit now. So here's the move yesterday. We come in, we support. In the afternoon, we go up, we consolidate, we make a new high, we come do the retest right here, close at the high. And so we have some levels to kind of watch the market's behavior. So it's around 233.35 or so right here, yesterday afternoon support. Let's call the resistance around 233.60. If we zip right back on the open and we start holding above this area here, buyers in control. And we'll wait and see what happens at the after hours high from yesterday. If we can't get above this spot right here, and then we actually start to hold below 233.35, then we'll look for a little bit of a bigger pullback, midpoint from yesterday's range. Then if you hold below there, then you just look for the morning low. We just play off of the key levels from the last few days. That's kind of how you trade it. IWM, I had an alert into 138. When it went off in the pre-market, I threw in a bid there at 5 cents. They wouldn't execute me. But all I'm doing on this one is saying, here's the daily. We move sideways in a nice big range for a couple months. And this looks like a breakout here. And so what I want to do is buy it on this pullback into 138 here, and see if it can push back up. Remember, it was like 139.16 or 17, where I added to the short I had come in overnight from being short against this high. But then when it pulled in, I don't even know, 70, 80 cents or something like that, covered, maybe it came in $1. Now just waiting for the next trade. It was here, so I shorted to this, and then I think at the end of the day I wasn't here, but I had a bid in somewhere down here closer to 138. Didn't see this pull in here to 138, but that was a spot to get long, and that's why I'm bidding right here at a nickel. Okay, Fossil. So Fossil, they've got problems. Here's the daily. They're caught in a huge secular downtrend for their product. I thought mall stocks are having trouble. Basically, they license all these different brands to sell watches, and in the meantime, people are just buying Fitbits and smartwatches if they're buying anything for their wrists. So a few more years, it might be back down here, $5. So it's getting to the point now. Initial reaction took it below 20. It's nice. It's done 700,000. So here's what you got. You got your flush in the after hours 220. You had your little bounce, closed low, and now it's gapping lower. So very bearish. I guess I put 20 here on resistance, but now we'll watch to see if it fails lower. That would be around 1940, 1950. Yesterday after hour support. It's tough. Look, you can short it against this 19 here. You just got to be very quick to cover it because you don't want to, unless you believe in the move down to 15 over the next couple months or something. But for today's purposes, you want to be short at either 1950 or closer to $20. Then you see what happens. Comes into the sells off from there to the pre-market low. And like most stocks, maybe it won't trend all day. Then you have an option. Being short from here, it comes in, keeps on making lower highs, breaks below 18. Then who knows? Maybe you catch a move down to 17, 16 and a half, whatever.
Someone issued a core report yesterday, big move on it. Bounced a little bit, got profited. Basically, like the company's.
So since 8 o'clock, flushed down to 1820, popped up there, clearly selling it at 1860 here. Stepped up a little bit here to 1830. Made a little bit of higher high, 1880 was sold. So basically, you got this little pre-market range. We're going to watch for a break either side. If it breaks above, then maybe you get the quick pop to 1950 on the open for the better short entry. Failure, gets back below 19, see what happens. This could do 10 million plus shares today. Normally does 1.5. Next one is AIG. This is going to be even a lot more liquid. This could do 20, 30 million shares. Here's the daily. The nice thing about this one is some people are probably caught long this one. See this wild action where it kept on testing 49. It broke above 57, came back in tested, and moved back inside. And then most recently, when it gapped above in August, kind of above this consolidation, it failed at 60, did the retest, then went up to the multi-year highs, probably since the financial crisis. And probably a lot of people caught here, so it's gapping down.
Probably going to take a week. Even if I'm right and it goes to 5, probably going to take a week to get there.
So everyone who's bought since November 11th, so 2 months ago, everyone who's bought in the last, actually 3 months, is now out of the money. And the question becomes, if it can't get back above 63, do they sell it? And this is a vertical move right here from 57 to 63. And so, big air pocket now. You actually have the 62 here. 60.75. So there's some spots that people might look to buy it if it fails.
It'll play out in the market already.
So it came off the 64 initially. We have it pops on the open. We'll look to see if it fails right here at 64. And then below, I had 63.20 on the long-term support. It already, I guess it's right there right now. But below this, fails here, then takes out this pre-market low, is below 63. You make the play down to $62 and see what happens. And it's going to be liquid, so this is one that you can get in and out of a few times. You want to hold a small core position, that's fine. The next one is ALKS. Small beat on rev, solid EPS. I'm not exactly sure why it's having such a nice reaction.
280. 284 small.
Maybe because it just wants to try to break above $60. This is pretty good resistance here, 59.5 to 60.
So happens way to top, I think there. So that's top of the list. XIV, still kind of tracking. Good prices just a little bit. See what happens there.
Not a lot. This thing fails here. Even if it came down and starts to hold 58, I'd probably still trade on the short side. Just don't have a lot to work with until 56.30, and then I think I put 56.50 on there, and then below that it's 55.60. The way you'll judge it, though, in terms of if it's going to be, if this move is for real, there's some profit taking right on the open, and it holds this 58 right here. Next one is Fang. Really good year-over-year revenue growth, large beat on EPS. Has made a nice comeback. Energy with the rest of the energy sector since last January. So here was the low, January 2016. Kind of in this uptrend channel. Went a little crazy up here, double top at 113. It's 1.3 million shares. Normally it's only traded 9,000. So there's no real support until down here. It's worth keeping an eye on just because the numbers were so solid. Maybe you get a little profit taking on the open, it consolidates and gets back above 109 and 111, 112, something like that. General Motors made some money short this on the 37 failure right on the open. We said the news was good yesterday, so really wasn't looking for much more than, maybe a pullback closer to 36.50. And then it came up to the pre-market high. Looks like it failed there. So, but this is, this is a nice consolidation above 37.10. Definitely looks like it could break to the upside. T-Mobile was pretty wild. I got stopped out of a short, then I had to leave. Then the conference call started. It failed. Got back below 61.5. Went all the way back down to the after-hours low. So there's some money below 61.5. Then when I came back, I think it had already bounced to 61.50, and I think people probably shorted it there, that's a nice trade. That's $1. So I would just say because of this wild action, you want to be a little bit careful with something like this. But certainly this area here is presenting problems for it, 62.30 to 62.50, and 61.50 is acting as a pretty good level as well. Then NVIDIA, I think we talked about yesterday's morning meeting. Had clearly pulled in 2 days a little bit deeper, maybe look for a bounce from 107 to 110. It got to 110, people were thinking the same thing, so they sold there. It came into 108.50. Now after these two big pull-ins, we'll watch to see for some consolidation for a few days, and we can get maybe capture a move, the next trend move outside of this range. But in the meantime, 108, 107.20 have alerts there. 109.60, 110 alerts on the upside there. What time the AG conference call is that not on the morning game plan sheet? It's on right. I think it's on right now according to my platform. So probably started at like 8:30. 8 o'clock. So yeah, AG should be ending before the open. And that's it. Be patient and good luck.
Hope you enjoyed that video. You can actually watch that video if you're subscribed to our Trader 90 before the market even opens. What stocks are in play? What levels in those stocks are important? And how we might go about attacking that stock. That's Steve Spencer, 20-year veteran trader, laying it out there every morning before the market even opens. A really, really powerful tool to start your session off on the right foot. So right now we're offering a trial that you can take advantage of to access this meeting and other meetings throughout the day. We have a meeting at 11 a.m. Eastern where you can sit down with Mike Bellafiore and listen to him talk about what's going on during the morning session, what stocks were in play, what the best trade opportunities were, as well as maybe some things that we're looking at heading into the afternoon session. So I really encourage you to take advantage of that trial.